Okay. Hey everyone, good to see you. So we'll be starting up the meeting now, and I'll start since there aren't too many people. We'll do the full introductions, not only of board members. So I think all the people on this phone call, on this Google Hangout should know me. I'm Gleb Sikorski, the president of Intentional Insights, and yeah, so most of you should know me, if not all. Okay.
I'm Serena Gilliland. I'm a board member. And I've been a board member for a little over 2 years. I'm coming up on 3, right?
Yeah.
Coming up on 3 years. I don't have any special qualifications. I'm not a co-founder. I don't have a PhD. Just a board member.
You're just awesome.
Not yet. I'm just awesome.
Hi, I'm Agnes Sushnevkin. I'm a board member and I'm a co-founder, and I'm also awesome. Hopefully I can be awesome just like Serena.
You have to have it.
Okay, I'm not awesome then. I'm just myself. Okay.
But I mean, you have
So
maybe you're awesome.
just the hair. Okay, and I think we have one other board member on the call.
Yes, Alex, do you want to unmute yourself? And yep.
Hello, I'm Alex Weisenfels. I'm also on the board, and I'm organizing the informal coaching project and doing other board-like things. How long have I been on the board? Just
January.
a little over a year now.
Since January, you've been on the board, and you've been volunteering for
on the board.
a year and a half,
Yeah.
2 years,
Yeah.
nearly.
Right. Yep.
All right. Bentley, would you introduce yourself? Going in turn.
Microphone.
He's muted.
Cool. Okay. You won't be able to participate by chatting. That's fine.
Cool.
Okay.
Do we
So.
want to say something about Bentley?
So Bentley is he is the chair of the Pro-Truth Pledge Central Coordinating Committee, and he is kind of the one who is running that stuff. So any questions you have about the Pro-Truth Pledge and coordination about it, please direct them to Bentley. Bentley, can you type out your email in the chat? Thank you. All right. Going on to Jack. Jack, can you unmute yourself? You should be muted now. Can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Jack. I am a principal at a K-8 charter school in Florida. Taking the Pro-Truth Pledge, just trying to figure out how I can be involved, trying to develop, with the assistance of Gleb and a few others, curriculum to start instructing middle school and high school students in the concepts of the Pro-Truth Pledge.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay. And Rupert, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself?
My name is Rupert, and I'm a mathematician. I used to work in Germany, but I've just moved to the Netherlands. I've been volunteering a little bit for Intentional Insights, and in particular, I've volunteered to be the one responsible for organising, promoting the Pro-Truth Pledge in the Netherlands.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. Perfect. So we are going to start with an update of what's been happening, a brief update, and then folks will have an opportunity to ask questions about what's been going on. So we've been since the last board meeting, we've had the board retreat, which we'll talk about in the second part of this meeting about the organizational health document. But we're also not going to focus on that right now. We've been doing a lot of organizing around the Pro-Truth Pledge. That has been the main focus for these since the last open board meeting, so something like 2 months, and it's been going quite well. We've participated quite a bit in the March for Truth, so we had several people across the country give talks at the March for Truth, and we got a lot of signatures at the March for Truth and other events. And we're setting up a local network of organizers, which Bentley is coordinating along with, so is coordinating that network of organizers across the country in various cities in the United States, as well as outside of the United States, as Rupert here is representing the Netherlands. We have people setting up things in Canada. We have people setting things up in the UK and other areas. So, but mainly we have people in the United States setting up PTP groups throughout the country. And they are getting more and more active. So excited about that, hoping to this summer to get more signatures and so on. So that's kind of like one major area of our activities. We're also improving the PTP website, and so Bentley is unable to participate by chatting, so I can update on the website. We're improving the website. We're aiming to have first of all, we're improving the wording of the pledge to make it more tight. We're improving the website to have more ability to discern which districts, federal congressional districts, people are signed up in. So we can go to congressional representatives and tell them that, hey, we have so many people in your district signed up to the Pro-Truth Pledge and ask you to take it, so will you take it? We're also setting up a newsletter, in the process of setting up a newsletter. We're also working on blogs, and recently set up social media for the Pro-Truth Pledge on Facebook and Twitter, and we need some help with that if anyone's interested and willing to help us with those things. We're also doing some research on public figures who want to approach about the Pro-Truth Pledge and working on, so right now we're in the research phase, figuring out which public figures we want to approach and kind of creating templates, documentation, how to approach them, creating a lot of internal structural documents about guidance for the Pro-Truth Pledge. We held a training for how people can pitch the Pro-Truth Pledge, and that's been videotaped, and now that's available on record. So we are essentially creating a lot of documentation, guidelines, structures to help the Pro-Truth Pledge go forward. So that's kind of one area. We're also working on fundraising, so all the board members of the board retreat had a training in fundraising. So we're doing fundraising, and they are doing that. That's kind of the big major challenge for Intentional Insights. We're a really clear, proven output in terms of like, yes, we are making a positive impact in the world, and people are having a positive outcome of our activities in the world, but we are not able to raise sufficient funding. So we're pursuing various strategies to raise funding to actually accomplish the impact that we're making in the world. So that's kind of another area that we are working on more intensely right now. So those are the things that I wanted to chat about, and those are kind of the major updates that we've been working on since the last open board meeting that I wanted to share. And again, we'll talk about the organizational health in the second part of this call. But at this stage, I want to open up the floor to any questions about what's been going on the last since the last open board meeting. And I invite you to raise any questions. You can do so by chat. You can do so verbally, kind of unmute yourself and raise questions. You're welcome to do so.
So you said there are a little over 1,000 members of the or 1,000 people that have signed the Pro-Truth Pledge. I'm not really super familiar with like the website for the Pro-Truth Pledge, but I'm curious, is there a place that people can go to see how many, like on the Pro-Truth Pledge website, is there a place that people can go to see the membership count? Like not who's involved, but like we have, okay, does it break down into like counties, or does it categorize it all, or?
Yeah, so that's kind of the next stage in the website. Okay. That's the district sort of thing. We want to break it out by federal districts. so the congressional representatives can see which district, how many people in their districts have signed the approach of pledge. So that's the next stage that Bentley is working on.
Okay.
And I think Bentley and Juan, who is helping him, are working on that.
Okay.
And yeah, it might be useful to have the approach of pledge count on the front page of the website. So
Maybe it would help with like the peer pressure aspect of we're trying to get
social
like
proof.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to get like the senators and stuff to sign.
Mhm. Okay.
Like, hey, look how popular this is becoming.
Mhm.
Kind of thing.
That's a good point. Bentley, I think once we enter all the people into the website, we should have over 1,000, and that'll happen soon. So I think at this stage it might be good to do the count of how many people have signed on the front page of the website, if that's possible. Like make it a public page. So okay, thank you. Excellent. Good. So that's kind of the next stage in Bentley. He'll make that public. And also Juan is working with him on creating districts and breaking down people into districts. Great. Other questions? Let's see if there's anything on chat.
Is there a chat? Did you have any? The chat. Can you add me to the chat
Okay.
so I can monitor that?
So add people to the chat.
Thank you.
Hold on for a second.
Okay.
Okay. So, looks like no questions, and then we can move on to the organizational health document. So, the organizational health document was revised by board members, and so 4 board members present here and 1 who isn't, Andrew, and we have spent a retreat here in Columbus, Ohio, kind of the headquarters of Intentional Insights, otherwise known as my and Agnes's house. And we have spent that time revising and strategizing for the future and laying out our plans for the next 6 months. So I wanted to check in with people about their thoughts about these plans, any questions that they had about these plans, and feedback that they want to provide us about these plans. This is your opportunity to share that with us. So again, the plans have been mainly to focus on pro-truth pledge organizing and focusing in that area of our activities, maybe about 3/4 of our energy, and doing other things related to the pro-truth pledge. That's kind of what the organizational health document has laid out as the plans for Intentional Insights in the next 6 months. And so really focusing a lot of our energy on that, as we think that's the biggest difference that we can make in terms of our political system and just making the world more rational and compassionate in the next, near future. All right, so questions about this? Okay.
That's my new friend, Alyssa. Do you want to let the new people introduce themselves who just came on the call?
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'll be happy to do that. So for new people who just came on the call, I think Mark and then Alyssa. Mark, would you like to introduce yourself and your engagement with Intentional Insights?
Hi.
Hi,
Can you hear
Alyssa.
me?
Okay. Yep.
Hi. I met with Agnes on Monday, and I'm really interested in what's going on. I am a life coach right now, and so your work is absolutely fascinating to me. So I'm just here to learn more about what you guys are doing and what's coming up going forward and how I can get involved.
Excellent. And Mark, if you want to unmute yourself and introduce yourself briefly. Okay. Yeah, it might be not possible for you, but you can type your introduction into the chat. Cool. Okay.
Okay, great.
So
So for people who just joined, we are having a discussion about the organizational health document. We just gave a brief overview of kind of a few of the things that Intentional Insights has been up to. And one big thing is that in May we had our semi-annual board retreat, and we revised our kind of strategic plans and updated them to have to maintain a big focus on the Pro-Truth Pledge as a very impactful thing that we can be doing. And I think a link to the document was shared in the meeting earlier. So that's kind of what we're doing. So
we also updated our mission and vision to be more clear. So let me read the new mission and vision and see if anyone has any comments and feedback. So our new mission is: we advocate for clear evaluation of reality, rational thinking, emotional and social intelligence, and wise decision-making by popularizing research-based strategies that help people refine and reach their goals and also promote global flourishing. And our vision is: we envision a world where individuals, organizations, and governments intentionally use research-based strategies to evaluate reality clearly, engage in rational thinking, practice emotional and social intelligence, and make wise decisions, empowering all of us to live more happy, meaningful, socially conscious, and flourishing lives. So I want to see if folks have any feedback and comments on these new revised mission and vision statements for Intentional Insights.
I love it. What happened?
What?
No, I love
You love it?
I love the mission statement.
Okay.
Talking, so I'm gonna talk.
You were just so excited. I thought maybe just like, I'm glad that you was excited about the mission statement as if like you suddenly got a jet ice cream. I love that kind of excitement among our board members. Just for those who have just joined you, the people who are sitting in front of you, Agnes is and Serena, we're board members, and also Alex Weisenfeld on the phone call. He's also a board member. He's in Madison, Wisconsin, and we're in Columbus, Ohio.
Cool.
Everybody is so quiet today.
That's fine.
It's so quiet. Is it too early? We usually have these in the evenings.
Yes. Okay.
Well, maybe everyone is just as happy about it as Serena.
I know.
We're just
Are you just eating
better.
chocolate special muffin? Oh my gosh, this is being recorded. I'm
Just
sorry.
chocolate.
I'm sorry this is being recorded. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad.
It's okay. It's intentions of the product across state lines. If there's very hot messages across state lines, don't do that.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Seriously. Okay. Let's see what is going to be particularly salient.
About the strategy document.
Yes. So we're going to be our long-term goals, which is point 5 of the strategy document, is striving for financial sustainability. That's one. And second, scaling up our proven strategies of making an impact, especially focusing on ramping up the Pro-Truth Pledge in preparation for the 2018 elections, and third, to create internal structures supporting all of these above. Now, our medium-term goal for the next 3 to 6 months is focusing on building out a network of advocates for the Pro-Truth Pledge as a way of helping our supporters implement the strategies that we advocate for in our politics-oriented work in everyday life, and also various strategies related to financial sustainability, such as grants, getting supporters to donate monthly and do volunteering, doing paid revenue, pursuing grants, trying to find contacts with high net worth donors who care about addressing the fundamental problems that we deal with. So that's kind of our strategy for the next 3 to 6 months. And I want to see if, more realistically, 6 months, I want to see if people had questions and comments, concerns, suggestions for improvement, ways that they can participate in these strategies. And you can use the chat, or you can use, unmute yourself if you want to, make comments. Okay, cool. All right then. So it doesn't seem like there are any questions. Are there specific ways that people would like to participate? I know that Rupert, for example, is participating as the Pro-Truth Pledge organizer in the Netherlands. I know that Mark is participating as a Pro-Truth Pledge organizer in New York City, and Bentley is obviously doing Pro-Truth Pledge organizing in, all around, everywhere in the globe.
Bentley's in charge.
Bentley's in charge.
And in charge of the website.
Yes.
And I just talked to Alyssa about perhaps some ideas to create earned income for intentional insights by packaging some of our content for coaches. She's training to be a coach. She's very knowledgeable about the coaching market. And she mentioned there would be likely an interest in the evidence-based, science-based tools for folks and corporations, stuff like that. So we just started talking about it. So that might be something.
Yeah.
As well as far as like revenue generation for the organization, like earn income.
Cool. Did you mention to Alyssa about the meeting at our house today?
Yeah, I mentioned. Okay. Yeah, I emailed her 2 a.m. saying that there's a meeting in our house on the next day in the evening.
Cool.
And she has 3 little kids, so short notice, but maybe.
Sure. But one of the things we do is we are trying to start up true rational thinking oriented meetings, and we are modeling some of them at our house that will then be hopefully expanded to other areas throughout the globe, and as we can develop them. All right.
There's a comment from Mark here on Facebook. He has poor Wi-Fi where he is right now.
Okay. So you mentioned he has trouble with being intentionally rational with Facebook discussions, not asking the right questions to achieve any progress. So you can, Mark, one of the things I would suggest with that would be to connect with Alex, who is on this phone call, about the coaching project, the Intentional Insights Informal Coaching Project. That's kind of some of the things that the coaching project can help you with. So if you can chat your email to Alex, and Alex can chat your email to him, or actually you two can chat on the group Facebook message conversation, because that's there. That's where Mark made that conversation. So Alex, can you connect with Mark over there and consider helping him, connecting him with people? Since you're in charge of the coaching project, connecting him with a coach who might be able to coach him and how to have more effective conversations with people and ask the right questions, since that's what he's concerned about. Thank you. All right. Sounds great. I'm glad we helped address that. And it seems I don't see any other questions or comments or concerns. Then if that's that, then I'll be happy to close out this meeting. All right. Thank you all for participating, and I appreciate you coming and joining and listening. All right.
And this will be posted online on YouTube in a little bit.
Yep. This will be
A few
posted.
days later.
Yep. Cool.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. So all people who aren't board members are welcome to finish up right now, and we'll chat later.